Hey guys, Adam here. Today I'll be speaking to author, lecturer, and one of the world's leading baby swimming experts, Ульриха Faerch from Denmark. She's an international aquatic business consultant, has published 2 books on family relationships, and previously run her own boutique swim academy in Denmark. What are the benefits of baby swimming to you?
Well, I would change the name because it's not about the child because it's much more about what is happening in the relationship. So the parent, what they will learn there is actually to know their child much more, and also in the process getting to know themselves, because in water emotions bubbles up. So some parents will feel that they are a little bit afraid, and that kind of transforms over to their child. So they need to learn to relax. I mean, what we need to be for our children is the ones that keeps them safe, but also gives them room to explore. Because play, if you want a smart child, you need to give them opportunity to play. But play is nothing you can command. Play is something that you do by choice. And you can create lovely opportunities of play because we're drawn to water. We love water. When we think about vacation, we think about water because it's alive. Something happens in water. So it's so important that we give our children the possibility to actually be able to learn about it, feel comfortable in it, and also that they can feel safe with us in it, because it's about trust.
Do you have any, go-to techniques that you use at the beginning of the lesson to help your parents relax? Because when I teach my lessons, you've got lots of single mums coming in. They've just been coming through traffic in central London. They get to lessons, they're a little bit late, they're rushing, they get into poolside. And for me, the first thing I do is like, okay, you're in a happy place, you're in a calm place. So do you have any, tips for any swimming teachers watching this video in order to help their parents relax?
What you're saying, that is brilliant. Just to kind of clear your mind and remember to breathe in and relax. Be present, but that can be very much to ask when you're up in your head. But what you can do in the water is actually move. Because rhythm, it calms down our stress system. So moving and singing. So you do some songs in the beginning that actually relaxes your stress system. And that also...
If you're happy and you know it?
Yeah, that could be one of them.
Which is your go-to one?
Well, we should actually do a hello song, because that is also tapping into your self-esteem and you as a person.
For you, what are the key milestones in baby swimming? So from the age of 4 weeks up to 3 years.
Well, if you build it on trust, they would be able, around 1-year-old, to sit on the pool deck, jump in, turn around under the water, swim back, and grab onto the pool deck. That is something most children would be able to do. And if you proceed further than that, they will also learn to stand up and jump further out, swim to their parent, or actually return back to the pool side. Well, their swimming is not the swimming that we think about, kind of a breaststroke freestyle so. It's their own swimming, but we can guide them into a very good leg kick just by showing them a little bit. And when they get the feel of it, they're going to swim away.
What is your kind of whole ideology around Submersions? Because there's obviously various different companies, that have different views on it. So I'd be very interested to hear what your opinion on Submersions are and how we can best do that with our babies.
I would say being underwater or above water, that is mainly to be safe around water, that you feel comfortable going in under. But because it's about trust and the attachment bond between parent and child, just because you're bigger, stronger, and able to do it, you shouldn't be able to do it. So you should read your child and you should invite. So do it gently. And a child is curious. They want to learn about their world. And if they feel safe and that they can trust the parents or the adults around, they will go out and explore their world. So they will try.
So you're saying that Submersions should always be child-led as opposed to parent-led?
Definitely.
In terms of a swimming teacher, you've obviously worked with hundreds of swimming teachers and baby swimming teachers in your career. What are the 3 best qualities that you look for in a baby swimming teacher?
Be able to be present and to have the sparkle in their eyes, a people's person, where you actually are interested in the other one and not so much in yourself, and playful.
For the mums and dads that are watching this video, what 3 pieces of advice could you give them in terms of when they're outside of swimming lessons, when they take their baby swimming? What 3 things could they do kind of as homework that you recommend to your clients?
I would say have fun in the water. Explore it, swing, feel it, be there together, follow your child. So it makes it equal. So you explore what your child is seeing and put words to that and enjoy that. See what is capturing your child's interest and go with it. That would be the biggest thing, because it's so easy if you come down in the water and you kind of guide your child to have a good time, just to set that in, and then go with your child, magic things will happen.
So when you had, 10 mums and dads in the class, what was the biggest challenge that you faced with the parents, and what methods did you use to solve those?
The biggest challenge is actually because we're human beings, we're much in our head. So they are as afraid of, am I good enough? So there's many things there. So it's kind of calming down and just being here. And it's not about the performance, but because we're so tapped into that, they need to feel it, that's not what it's about. And then when we clicked into that, just to be there, be present, enjoy. You don't need to perform anything.
Would you say it's quite essential, maybe fundamental even, to not look at it as a competition, but to for it to be a journey of self-discovery and self-exploration following your child, as opposed to comparing, my child can do this, your child can do that?
Yeah, definitely, because that takes away all the joy and motivation often if you put that competition element into it, and then you're not being here and now what is happening there, you're comparing instead, so you're putting your view on the wrong things. So it'd rather be, but we do compare. I mean, we do that because we learn about what is what, but we don't have to put a value on it. We don't have to measure if it's good or bad. It's just, it's different, and we will be different.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I really appreciate it. I know you're a very busy woman, very in demand, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Lovely.
Thank you. Cheers.